morning, folks. Maury with 316 Automotive. Here I am in the garage again, and what's behind me here, as you can see, is a 2009 Kia Borrego. It's a underrated SUV. It's been a great one for us. Full frame, V6, plenty of power. Got room for 7 people in there, 3 rows of seats, and it's been a great SUV for us. 4-wheel drive, man, you can't stop this thing. It'll tow 5,000 pounds. So, what's the problem with it today? Well, first of all, it's not a Swedish car. But, be that as it may, since you know I like Swedish cars, these door handles. There's one here, and there's one over there on the passenger front that stick out like this and don't do any engaging. The driver's door and that door right there are fine. So the door handles are have gone bad. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop off this interior panel here, and I'm going to find out what's going on. I've got 2 new door handles sitting over there on the bench, and the Group W bench, and I'm going to replace them, and I'm going to be giving you updates as I go as to what to do. First off, we're going to have to go around the perimeter and back up, and there'll probably be a few screws, and then it'll pop off, and I'll show you that, and then we'll get to the workings of the door handle. So stay tuned. Okay, first thing you got to do is this panel right here. You just pop it out with a scraper. Here's a scraper, and you just pry it, and you pop this out towards you, and then you can just pull it right up. You see you got that slotted feature right there? Well, that goes right there. And then it's got some snaps right there, of course, goes into the holes. Boom, you pop out that little triangular piece. You've got a screw right down in the handwell. You pop that out. There it is down there. There's the cover down there. You take a small screwdriver, you work that cover around, and you can pop that cover out. This thing I just found in the door. I don't know what the heck it goes to. I'll figure it out. I can't see where it goes to. Anyway, so now I'm going to pop this panel out. I'm going to lift it up because I've already popped it around. You can see, I've got it fairly well disconnected. And now it's going to come up, and I'm going to get it out, and then I'm going to see how to take care of that door handle. So, hold on. Get a screwdriver and pop off the interior panel for the handle, and you'll find a screw in there, and right there, and you pop out that screw, and then you'll be ready to go. Once you pop the screw in the finger well and the screw in the handle well, as you can see, it'll pop right off. I had to take the connector for the electrics, goes right there. You squeeze that, and it comes right off. And then you can see the handle on the inside here with the 2 cables going to it. I'm going to disconnect that, and then we'll have this door panel removed. Okay, there's the door panel. The handle is connected directly to the door panel, not the door itself. And you can see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws and a slot that you got to undo. The slot just comes right out once the 4 screws, and so it'll hang by the cables. Ready for the rest of the disassembly and installation of the new. So stand by. Okay, here's the new door handle that goes on the driver's side. It's the back door, but it can be for either of the left-hand doors. And the same thing on the right-hand side. It's got the same part number. So the left-hand part number for the Kia Borrego/Mohave in 2009 is 826102J000. That's for the left-hand door handles, either of the left-hand door handles. The right-hand door handle part number for either one is the same, except for it's got a 202J000, and that would indicate a right-hand door handle for either the front or the back. So be aware of that. I had a little bit of a difficult time finding out the part numbers, but once I did, you can find the parts readily online. So that's what I did. And we're going to be good now. So I'm going to fit the new one in there and give you some more updates. There we go. The old handle here, as you can see, was able to do that, and this handle was just hanging out. And same on the other side too. Well, let's look at the new one here, and you can see the handle likes to stay closed. So why is that? Okay, getting up close, you can see the clothespin spring right there, which controls the handle. And you can see it goes into the handle housing right there with one of the tangs. And the other tang, try and get down there close, is right there. And that attaches to the movable part of the handle with a plastic tab right there that was broken off on the new one, or the old one rather. If you go over here, there's the same spring, there's the same tang for the spring that attaches to the handle housing, but then there's the tab for the other end of the spring, but yet the other end of the spring is way the heck down there. There's the spring nestled in the tab right here, and then over here there's the spring way down there, and there's part of the broken off tab right here, but it's not, the other part that engages the spring is not there. So it's a design flaw that Kia has. So, all right, well, it's still been a heck of a good vehicle. Incidentally, these things in the US are called Borregos. In the rest of the world, they're called Mohaves for some reason. Probably the word Mojave was already trademarked in the US for something. Who knows? Anyway, it's a full-framed SUV that is really rugged. So it's one of the unsung stars, but it does need maintenance. I mean, things wear out. That's how it goes. So we're fixing it. All right, more in a bit. All right, here's the door without the handle. Here's the new handle. As you can see, the cables come in a unit. So you just pop, there's that other tab. Remember the first tab I told you about? This is the second tab on the other side, and it pops and it comes right out. And then you you fit the new one in there and then throw it all back together. So we got this thing figured out. All right, more in a bit. Okay, here's the new handle installed. You just see that tab right there? That's the one I told you about, snaps in and out, and this whole assembly pops this way, and then it comes right out. So I snapped it back in. You hear that? Working good. Feels good. It's going back in. All right, we're back, and you can see the door panel is back in, the triangle, the actual door panel, the cover inside here, the screws, and look at that. Works good. You can hear it over here. We got it located. My son Zachary come down and help me. So this passenger side left-hand door is done. Okay, here's the the front passenger door, and it's got the same problem. You see that? So I'm going to have to pop this out, similar to what I just did on the driver's side, the rear door, and we take this autofocus off. I don't like that. And away we go. So I'll keep you up to date. All right, I had to take off the little speaker here. As you can see, went right there, pops it right off. And then you've got this connector here. You got to tear off all the foam on the connector and get to a slot that's on the front there and press in a tab that's right there with a small screwdriver. It pops right apart. So tear off the foam on the front. It's glued on, and you'll see the tab. Pop it right off. And of course, the door handle cover, pop that off. Got the screw off. Got the screw out down in the bottom of the well, along with the little cover. This thing ought to just pull right off, and we'll be good to go. Okay. Okay. Here's the passenger side front door panel. The only thing that was different about this from the other side, there was an additional screw right there that you popped off the one of the plastic covers, took the screw out, and then you've got, of course, a light connector right there, a couple more connectors for the window controls, and then here's the door and the lock handle, and of course here's the new one right here. So okay, the door panel is back in. The new handle, see, it springs back, is back in. The lock works. I got to put that triangular piece with the speaker right down there in here. Put a few screws back in, right there, down there, in there, and this will be job done. Okay, the right-hand door handle part number once again for Kia. Let's do that. 826202J000. Inside door handle, right-hand side for a Kia Borrego or Kia Borrego-Mohave. Left-hand interior door handle, part number 826102J000. And that is for the left-hand side. So, if you need part numbers, those are those two. So, that's it for the Kia Borrego today. See you folks later. Bye.